Baby, it is Wednesday. Wednesday, March the 16th, 2022. Let's get it off with a little bit of that good old karaoke, baby. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can pull it off together. It's a little bit of that Sturgill Simpson. Remember to breathe, baby. This one's for you. All yous out there, love ya. Let's do it. Fucking Wednesday, baby, yeah. Get into it, baby, get into it. Just to see what I can find. Staying in the shadows where the light don't ever shine. Have a one-way conversation with the darkness in my mind. He does all the talking, 'cause I'm the quiet kind. Calm down, let me see you. Turn around, just lay back, let it happen, remember me. In off the radar like a farmer on the run. Do another lap around the target just for fun. Staying quiet, keeping calm till I find the one. Feel the wave wash over me when the beat is done. Come on, let me see you. Turn around, just lay back, let it happen, remember me. Fuck yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there, Sturgill Simpson. Remember to breathe, baby. That was for you guys. Hope that can stay in the videos. We'll see.
And that's what it is, baby. That's what it is. Let's just try to fuse it together. Quick stop and go. That way, if it doesn't stick, we can just edit it out. You quickly just, you sing the song, you press pause, and then you start again, just in case. They come back, they're like, you can't do a sing-along. But I think you can do karaoke. We'll find out. I don't know. But that one was for you guys. Thanks to that song, thanks to that beautiful man with that beautiful voice and the fucking goes hard. Love it. Today's today. We said it. March 16th, Wednesday, baby. We're doing it. Step right up, folks. I got jokes. Jokes for the young, jokes for the old. Jokes for the heart, jokes for the soul. Jokes from a near, jokes from afar. I got talking jokes, I got walking jokes, I got jokes by jokes for jokes. Handmade jokes of the finest quality, jokes that'll last a lifetime, jokes made of steel, jokes that'll make you feel, jokes about your fancy heel. Jokes for the folks that like to smoke, jokes for the ones with the healthy lungs. Jokes for the ones that bite their tongues, jokes for the ones that love the songs, baby. Jokes for everyone. Jokes on you, jokes on me. Jokes all around, baby. Feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, and we're gonna just keep it loose that's why I want to start off, and I don't know if we're gonna get to keep that, just in case we don't get to keep that initial sing-along that we just did. We did a little bit of a karaoke with Sturgill Simpson, Remember to Breathe. In case you guys don't hear that, I've had to edit that out because we'll see. If it's in there, it's in there. Enjoy it. If it's not, then know where the energy's coming from. It's coming from, we just did a sing-along, you and I. And we're feeling amped up. We're feeling good. Everybody's feeling good. Things are rolling. Things are changing. Things are evolving. Man, what a great day to be alive and kicking. It's really foggy outside, I'll tell you that. It's still, I wanted to go out today, but still, we got that moisture. Can't be out there messing around with no moisture, son. You feel me? You gotta just, moisture. You gotta keep the equipment intact. There's only so much you can do, and that's what it is, baby. So, having said that, we're gonna just stay in for today as well, hopefully. But I think I'm seeing double digits soon, dude. I think Thursday, which will be tomorrow, going up to double digits. All of a sudden, it's spring, baby. We've got that last bad batch of snow on the ground. It's already melting, because you know what it is. You know what it is, baby. We're plus degrees right now. Pushing for that spring energy to come, and I'm just feeling a lot of love. Thank you again for anybody who's been with me from the get-go, from the start, from the bottom. Now look where we're at right now. And for anyone who's just joining me, this here is a man-made, self-produced, everything's as organic as it gets. We literally plant our own seeds. We're harvesting everything's done from these hands and this brain and you guys and gals out there, all of us just collectively coming in, trying to, just have a sesh when we have sessions around here, Mondays, Wednesdays. Oh, what's that, a third sesh? Yeah, baby, because it's all about the reps. You got to put in the reps. So that's why we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can find these fine quality videos. Entertainment, of course, entertaining videos only. Sometimes we get serious with the, concerning issues, whether they're personal, global, geopolitical, societal, psychological, emotional. We get in there. We try to, everything gets tied up into knots, and we're just slowly just tugging away at the knots, baby. And then guess what? Tugging the right direction. Oh, where'd that knot go? Don't see it. What do we have? A long rope. We're all connected by the rope. Don't let go. We're all links in that chain, baby. We're like, all of us, we're links in the chain. We're like a train, you and I. You've got the head of the train, and then you got the tail end of the train, and then you got all the other components that go in the middle that also, the wagons, I don't know what you call them, the other buggies, the other compartments of the train, the midsection, the core, what holds it all together. But that's what it is. The train is not the same without the other parts, although you could technically remove a part and then just shorten it. You can add length to it. So the train is malleable, and guess what? We're fucking malleable, baby. You and I are flexible. We're adjustable. We're twistable. We can get lean. We could just get a little bit of size. We could grow up. We could grow down if we wanted to. We could do all sorts of things, and that's what I'm here to do, baby. Just have fun with the gang. Because time's of the essence, and it is a limited time, gang, for everybody. And I want you out there to be enjoying yourselves, whatever you're doing. Go after your dreams, whatever they may be. Don't let anybody hold you down, all right? And go after whatever it is. Have fun. Do whatever you want to do. Spread the love too. Meanwhile, while you're at it, spread the love. Do what you want to do. Spread the love. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but speaking of spreading love and doing the things you love to do and making it pleasant for peepsies, one of my, boys a soccer fan, always loved soccer, grew up watching a lot of soccer, played a lot of soccer. Players that I admired when I was growing up, one of my still to this day no longer plays, but one name that comes to mind who made the game just, first of all, probably arguably one of the best play. Again, it's the whole GOAT conversation, that's whatever. But one of the greats, definitely one of the greats. Talking about Ronaldinho, baby. Ronaldinho. Why did I love this player? You gotta love the play. Don't hate the game, baby. Don't hate the player, dog. Don't be a hater of the game and the players on the pitch, off the pitch. Why did I love Ronaldinho? Is because every time he played soccer, every time he was kicking around, he had the most beautiful smile on his face, playing like he was just maybe a young man playing for the love of the game, And he made it to the elite of the elite, like one of the best, if not some argue and say he's the best, or was the best because he's not playing anymore. But again, that whole GOAT conversation, don't want to go there. They're always, GOATs come and go. That's what it is. GOATs come, but always will be remembered as a G. And that's what it is. Every time I saw this guy play, he's always smiling. He's always just, The other day, actually, I just went back and watched a little, it just popped up on my feed, a little teeny tiny highlight, and the magic of the smile, the magic of just being, do what you do and then you do it for the love. Do it for the love. He managed to get himself out of a red card back into a yellow card just because he did something, and his innate self, he's always smiling, like his intention is to have fun. And again, of course, there's a high level of competitive athleticism and, the sports, you got to win, all that, you're doing it to win, of course. But It wasn't anything like coming at I think it was a tackle or something, but like you know the intent was, especially like him, like he doesn't need to go out there and like slide tackle somebody in the shin or like the ankle. You know, he's Ronaldinho. That's what it is, and he's always smiling. So the ref is like, all right, I see you, playa. I see you out there. That's not a red card. We know what you're up to, and that was nice. That was nice, and that was just a reminder for me. And I'm going to talk about different things today. We're going to just keep it loose as a goose, but that's one of the things that I want to constantly remember and try to be aware of while I just live life, not just during work, not just after work. You know, I want to be smiling when I'm sleeping. I want to be smiling when although don't go full on smiling all the time, because I think I've mentioned this, or that'd be kind of psychotic if you're just smiling all the time. You know, if something bad happens, but then again, it's man. You know what? Smile all the time, dudes, ladies. I think it actually makes sense. Smile, even bad things happen, because that's life. You go through good things, go through bad things. Smile regardless. So that's one thing that I'd like to always try to reinforce in myself and practice on a daily. Amongst the other things that we practice around here, baby. Zen City, Zen Nation, doing it, Canada. Thank you, everybody, for the love and support. Again, I'm seeing so many beautiful people doing amazing things. There's always, I believe in, first of all, I should say this. I like to be able to draw my own inspiration and motivation. But we do all depend on each other. We are a collective. We are a unit. We're a train, as mentioned before. So even though I like to draw from myself for inspiration, I don't like to think that I need anybody, or I don't rely on it. But of course, everybody draws from each other. Everybody gets inspired by it, and that's amazing. There's so many wonderful people out there, and I'm constantly, that's what it is, even though I don't go looking for it necessarily, but it does ripple into my world as well, which is beautiful. I like to be able to just, oh, what's this, ripple? Oh, ripple, just we're rippling, baby. Good vibes received, good vibes handed off, and it just, the karmic good vibes are just going hand in hand. It's just hands in my pockets with the good vibes, baby. That's trying it, you know, and that's what it is. Every day you gotta put in the time and the effort. That's what I'm trying to remind myself of more and more. Just try to, every day, just even if you can, just a little teeny tiny bit of, the tiniest amount of improvement in whatever you're doing here and there will go a long way. So that's, again, constant reminder, constant practice, constant chiseling away with the hammer and the chisel and the all the other good utensils, all of it. Tools are great. That's what I'm trying to say. And just, living life, man, trying to be on that. One other thing that I'd like to mention as, a little bit of a good news, I guess, in terms of, again, this is a little bit personal, but maybe it's of some sort of value, or maybe there's some sort of humor in it. Let's see if we can find it. Let's try to dig in. It's going a little bit deep, man. You all know I've been looking for a new car, finally found one, made a deal, everything's gooch. Boy got the works, so everything's running smooth on that end. But yesterday I had to go do the trade and the pickup, and it was I don't know about you guys, but here's one thing that not all the time, but sometimes I practice this. It's just, do you guys and gals ever out there talk to your objects, your personal belongings sometimes? Is there anything that you speak to as if it were live? I don't know if this makes any sense. If it's just me, then let's just pretend it never happened and we'll just move on. Let me tell the story first, alright? If it's totally relatable, then hey gang, aren't we all just a bunch of relatable folks out here related? That's, So I'm out there yesterday, and an object, a vehicle that I use, my car, on a daily, almost on a daily. I use it, so And I think this, with whatever I've ever, again, not talking about like materials, I'm not talking about things that you own and the more you, I'm not talking about those aspects, I'm talking about appreciating the things that you have, caring for the things that you have. That's why maybe anyway, that's the way I've rationalized it in my mind. And like, I'll be like, man, we're gonna like, just even like as a brief little teeny tiny, like, we're gonna have a good day today, yeah, boy, yeah, girl, who's going for a ride? You know what I'm talking about? Just like, and then you get there and then you take care of it, whatever it is. In this instance, it's a vehicle. So, I make sure, and this is something that I've learned. I didn't do this when I was younger. Definitely, with my first car or two, they weren't anything schmance. It was just like, but learn to maintain the things that you have so they last a long time, and you're essentially taking care of your things that'll take care of you. That's kind of my attitude, whatever it is, whether I've always been like that and try to do a better job at it if I can. But, sometimes certain things happen and you learn from it, but let's not try to get sidetracked, even though we're not really talking about anything specific. It's all kind of related. But what I'm trying to say is I was having I got a little bit, and I'm an emotional dude, and I know we're talking about, and I'm not even a car guy, but I'm a person who believes in, like, man, everything kind of has energy, even materials, even objects, if that makes sense. To a certain degree, of course, not like us, they're not, well, whatever, we'll just leave it be. I believe things have energy. Whether they're plants, whether they're animals, objects to different vibrations. Just putting it out there. So I like to sometimes, especially your boy talks to himself quite a lot, trying to think of new material, this, that, and the other. So in the car, I'll be like, man, thank you for being there and not causing me trouble, because that's what it is. And yesterday I was driving to the dealership that I purchased my new vehicle at to do the trade-in, to pick up the new car. And it was a day very much like this, except we had snow as well. We had a little bit of snowfall, and the temperature wasn't like too cold, so it was just formulating. It would just land and just formed a lot of slush on the roads. And I had about, maybe, when I checked the odometer, it had 38 kilometers worth of juice left in the old tank, right? My destination is roughly 26K. That leaves me with a buffer zone of 10 to 12K worth of juice. So I'm like, you know what? It is potentially our last trip. It's our last trip together. Just kind of, I've already emptied it out. I've already cleaned out all my stuff, took my personal belongings out of the vehicle. Everything's ready to be transferred over to the dealership. And just kind of like, man, I hope the next person who gets you takes care of you, and that's what it is. So I'm just putting that out there. And then all of a sudden it's, heavy traffic. It's kind of slowing at points. It's kind of going at points. A little bit of that slush on the ground. All of a sudden the yellow gas light pops up, it just flickers on. And I'm like, man, the classy thing would be to, maybe take the next exit and fill up all the way, or like, I don't know, quarter of the tank at least, or 50%. But you get that feeling sometimes, and I don't normally do this on regular basis. I don't ever let the tank go below a quarter. You never want to do that. That's the worst thing. You want to kill your car. Are you crazy out there? Trying to ruin your engine, bro? Ladies, never let it go to the E, dude. Don't be that guy. Man, I wonder how long I can make this last. Think of longevity for your vehicle, okay? Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to that poor car. And that's a regular basis. But yesterday I'm like, you know what, it's already going to the dealership. They're going to take it in, probably clean it up, do whatever they need to do to get it ready for the next climb. I'm pretty sure they're going to fill it up. No big deal. But in my mind at the same time, there is that question of, man, we got roughly that, 38 kilometers worth of juice, 26 kilometer distance. We're halfway through the trip. We're already on our way. And the lights flickering on and off, and there's heavy traffic now being built up right in front of us. So nobody's moving, everybody's just staying put. I'm just like, man, is this gonna, am I gonna be, what's this, is this gonna be a classic episode of, man goes out on a trip with close, he's riding on E and he gets stranded in the middle of the highway, gets stranded in the middle of the woods, gets stranded in the middle of the jungle, gets stranded in the middle of the concrete jungle, gets stranded nonetheless, and all of a sudden nobody hears from him for like 24, 48 hours. Where'd he go? It's a missing persons case all of a sudden. I don't want to be that guy, I don't want to end up on milk cartons. Not yet. I'm not ready for that level of, So, just trying to pace myself, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I just want to like remain calm and like, deep down inside, I know it's even if it gets to you can still go. That's fine. Technically, I know I'm good. That's it. But all of a sudden, the light just, after a few, it just went off. It just went off. Some say this was not short of a miracle. Some say that. Others have different opinions, and I'll take that as a sign of this was the vehicle's way of just communicating that all that love that we've been sharing for the past 4 years now. Man, it was just like, it let me know, it's like, dude, we're gonna be okay. You don't worry about, I'm just gonna go ahead, we know, you and I know how much is in the tank, but I'm just gonna go flick her off right now, and let's just, you don't need to see this. And I didn't. I really didn't. So, shout out to the objects and the materials that we possess and utilize on a daily, whether it's a phone, whether it's a computer, whether it's maybe it's a clothing item, How do you treat your items? Goes to say a little bit, I think, about how you treat yourself. Although not a high, just a little bit of the, don't go overboard on that bad boy. Don't go overboard on anything. Fucking gray zone, baby, right down the center. Bunch of just centered people here only. And also everybody else come to the center. Well, let's just kumbaya together in the center, baby. Let's just hold hands. Just kumbaya right in the middle of it, where we can all agree on a lot of things. And that's what it is. Everybody for the most part, that's what I'm realizing. Everybody out there is doing their best and living good lives and just spreading joy and love. Everybody's doing it in different ways. And I've come to, little by little, what I'm very appreciative of are people. And that's what I've realized, man. We can always, I think we're just learning to do things way better. And like the things that I see, I don't spend too much time on social media. What I do is I record my stuff, put my material out there, post it, and then I dippy, dude. Don't hang around too much. But from every now and again that I'll hang out for like a couple of seconds, there are people that I've had the privilege, I guess, of getting to know, because we're now online friendsies, dude. And I love and care for these individuals, despite the fact that we've never seen each other. Just the same way that they're, I guess, getting a window or a glimpse into my life, they're being a part of my life. I too am being a part of their life, which is dope, and I like to be able to support them. And I see them. A few of these bad boys are doing the martial arts out there. You know who you are, doing amazing things, and it's inspiring, and it's around us all the time. People are doing amazing things. So I'm very thankful for those folks, and anybody else out there too, whoever's doing whatever you're doing. That's what it is, man. I just want to be more, try to be even more like, I want to go out of my way to, like, if I can, not like, giving compliments, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I try to do that. I think I do, but I want to step it up, dude. This spring's gonna be just a spring of compliments and good vibes only. Everybody just, I'm. It's the littlest thing, man. I'll give you a little story that just actually recently happened, very recent. I was outside doing my own thing, heading back home, stepped into the lobby of my building, I was about to get into the elevator, pressed the button for it to come up, door opens, lovely brother's just standing there. He's like, come on in, man. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Sharing's caring, always said it, always meant it. I get in there and he's just, he's coming in from the basement. I'm on the ground level and we're now both going up. And he noticed my little jacket and he made a compliment on it. No big deal. He just made a little, and it's just like, oh man, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. But he doesn't have to. A lot of people don't even make conversation in the elevator. Some people are just like, just, everybody's. It's got a lot to do with the masks, I'll tell you that, but those are getting removed, so that's fucking super. But a little teeny tiny compliment, and like, I want to be, man, like, he doesn't have to say that. It doesn't, and again, it's not about he liked, I don't know if I shared this before, but like, I sewed on a little rose on my jacket, dude. I like it, but I just did it to cover up a logo that I didn't like. So, that's what that is, but it just, it's the littlest. Like, you give a little compliment, you make someone's day, you smile, you say thank you say please. These things go a long way, and I think it's really important at these times, especially. I think if one thing we can all take away from everything we've experienced in the grand scheme of things and the short term that we've all experienced, I think we can all just love a little bit more, if that makes sense. It doesn't have to be anything huge. You could just be, again, whether it's the pleases or the thank yous or going out, oh, nice shoes, nice dress. Oh, you're looking sharp. Oh, that thing you're doing is dope. Oh man, that idea that you had. It just fucking rippling off good energies, dude. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I want to be spreading more of. And yeah, I think whatever you put out in the world comes back, and somehow, not in I don't believe in karma is a weird one, because like I believe in it a little bit, but I don't believe in it necessarily to a sense where you see somebody like in dire circumstances where they're like born into something horrific. Well, how do you explain that then? So it's all, don't want to get into that discussion, but point being is I like to, for the most part, again, try to reinstill in myself that notion of just Zen City, baby. Whatever comes, just go with it. Try to, and do whatever you're doing, but whatever else life throws at you, just try to be flexible. And I'll give you an example, just going back to that same story of me driving to the dealership to drop off my vehicle, do the trade-in. I get there, and without traffic, it's not that bad. It's like 20 to 30 minutes away from my home. With traffic, with yesterday's traffic, it was closer to maybe 45 minutes, an hour worth of driving. So that's an hour there, an hour back. And I get there, and last minute, I guess they got informed, my sales rep, nice guy that I've been dealing with for a couple of days, he's been helping me out. And he just came and let me know there's this tiny little issue with one of the keys that needs to be taken care of. He's like, do you want to take the vehicle? You can come back, we can fix it for you, or you can, leave the paperwork, leave the vehicle, we'll fix it, and then you can come back and pick it up at another time, which I think will actually be later this evening, maybe, hopefully. But it's not anything, but that's what it is. You could, I try to, just be like, all right, it is what it is, man. It's not your fault. You just found out. It's not anybody. And luckily, I've actually, there it is. Like, I've worked in dealerships. I've been in the industry before, so I know all the little things happen. It's not anybody's fault. It's not anybody's intention, and everybody wants to make each other happy and make the processes go as smoothly as possible. So that's what it is. Your boy just happened to roll back in, and just when I thought I was done with the old car, we got to ride one more time. So I'll get to sit back and have that awkward conversation again. It's like, yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit weird in the car with the car, but it's like, oh, this relationship was really good while it lasted, and I love you, and I hope everybody who's with you in the next life experience that you're having will be nice to you and will treat you right. And then everybody's getting all watery-eyed, both me and the car, and then, oh, sorry, there's been a mishap, so and then it gets a little bit awkward, dude. You're dealing with different levels of energy, of course, but it's a little bit awkward now. It's kind of like, oh man, goodbye. No, I love you. Hello, okay, we're back at it again. So but we'll be saying goodbye soon. That's the thing, and I wanna just put it out there. I hope whoever ends up with this will be, you know, kept that baby every 8,000 kilometers. Make sure you go there and check the oil and change it. Make sure you change the filter. Tires need to be rotated. Girl. Make sure you invest in good windshield washer liquid, not that cheap kind that's all season. Every season's got its own different kind of windshield washer liquid. If anybody gets in there with dirty shoes, don't let them get out with dirty shoes. If anybody slams the door, tell them not to slam the door. Are you gonna let kids in the car, dude, lady? Are they gonna bring their sticky little fingers with dripping ice cream, man? Are they gonna, oh my God, are you gonna put a drooling baby in the back seat? Are you gonna put a drooling baby in the back? Just tell me you're not gonna put a drooling baby in the back. The interior is light beige, dude, and it's clean. Okay, goodbyes are hard. It's okay. It's best for everyone. Seriously, every 8,000 kilometers, man, get on top of that shit. I don't do, you come in there late. Just, it's the littlest things, man. It's the littlest things. Filters, check that shit. But that's what it is. I hope, nonetheless, I do believe in, you know, because that's the thing. Where does this fear come from? It's not irrational, all right? I've seen some cars that, again, in my day, I've seen some cars that get traded in, and some people, you open a door of the vehicle and it just, everything just, what are you doing? Oh, everything just, and then you try to close it and it's just stuff coming out. There's, you know, empty can of this, empty bottle of that, old toothpaste, paper towels, and all sorts of just things that have just dripped, and there's stains, there's dark purple stains. What are you drinking, Zerp in the car, dude? Dark purple stains, and it's sticky, and then yeah, dudes, ladies, not all, but I've seen some. Not all. Most cars are like mid-level hygiene. Some people take care of their cars. Some people take a little bit of care. Some people don't care at all, and you know what I'm talking about. And sometimes you let it go, and man, for people who just like drink and eat food and then just like crumple it up and then just chuck it in the back, and you chuck it so much it goes to the back seat, and then it starts to go under the seats, so then it starts to come back out from like in front of the passenger seat. So now you've got just, it's just, you're just recycling, you're washing, you're like a beautiful washing machine device that's actually got nothing to do with washing. You're just really, you like cycles. You like things that go in circles, and you like it cyclical, baby. So it's like, for you, I would imagine, you beautiful, lovely you, I would imagine you have some sort of a fruit juicing fetish. This is how I'm wrapping it in my head. That's how I envision you. And you know how sometimes you go to juice you got the juicer, and then you squeeze the whatever, carrots, apples, you put it in and it goes, and it just like juice. Same mechanism. I think that's what you're doing. I think deep down inside there's some sort of maybe you didn't get enough juice when you were a kid. Maybe you wanted to juice when you were younger and somebody made you feel really bad about it, and now you're like, man, I just gotta get some sort of a rotation happening in something, and you're not down with the laundry of any sort either, so you're just feeding, you toss it in the back, and it's not to be seen, it's in the back. Where is it coming? And the next thing you know, a month goes by, everything's starting to come out from under the seats, and it's coming all the way up into over the seat. Now it's just basic. Now you got paper mache is what you're dealing with. Now you start forming it's been lonely times. Now you got a little bit of that, just paper mache a person, and it's, what is that? And then That way you can leave, maybe that way you can leave the car unattended, windows down, because in the right shade of light and darkness, somebody were to be like, man, that car seems to have the keys on and it seems to be just idling around, maybe I'll go ahead and just snatch it up. But then they'll see the paper mache man or woman that you've created, that you're an artist, okay? And nobody, it's okay, there will be a time where they'll look back and be like, man, that paper mache pilot wasn't just garbage, it was, you know, and they'll name it, you know, and they'll call it something. It'll be great. I don't know how we got there, but my point is, take care of my baby, okay? Every once in a while, it wouldn't hurt you to put a full tank of that good level of gasoline, whatever the kind is. Like, you know, you got the regulars, and then you got the Supreme. Every once in a while, just to flush the system, put in a full tank of Supreme. It's not gonna, it's all right. I know the prices are skyrocketing out there, but I think that's everything. You know what? Up and away we go, you know? No looking back. Always on the positive, baby. Just everything's on the up trajectory. That's what it is. So you take care of that bad boy, and yeah, I hope it treats you well. Still got a lot of life left in it. Treat it well, it will treat you well. That's what I'm putting out into the world. And I'm also excited for my new car, dudes, ladies. That's been, you know, that took a lot of energy and time out of my energy and time battery. Yeah, so hopefully that'll get wrapped up this evening. Paperwork gets signed, car gets delivered, we do swapsies, dude. How are we gonna swap, dude? Let's you know, do I hold the keys, like dangle it, and then you hold the other keys and dangle it, and like we just like get really close and then just without touching, but like touching, and then switch, and and then we're gonna shake hands, and everybody in their mind's gonna think, man, I got a really good deal. And we all did, we genuinely did. But you wanna just, when it comes to, I don't know what it is, man, maybe it's because I've been in the game before, maybe it's because of something, but it's just like, everybody wants to feel like they got a good deal. Or you want to feel like you served a good deal. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? So everyone wants to be like, yes. Because everybody wants to be good in business these days. Dudes, ladies, men, women's. You know? Everybody wants to just feel like, yes. Low-key, it actually, it worked out to my advantage, doggy. Because newer car, lower insurance rate, and also managed to get lower monthly payments. Say what's up. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what it is. Always look at the glass half, more than half. It's way more than half full, dude. It's, the glass sometimes needs to be actually empty, because if you overfill, you can't fill it back up. You gotta empty it out sometimes. Renew space for new things to come in, and that's how this life goes, baby. You and I are just that beautiful train going in different directions in every way. And everybody's just doing their best for the most part, you know, and to the ones that are, you know, yeah, I don't even know what I was going to say about that. Just everybody do you. Sending everybody out there love. Hope everybody, you know, what are you guys planning for this summer? What are you guys planning for this spring? I hope to get out there and be more involved with the community in some shape or form, whether it's through being at a comedy club somehow, being out on the streets, definitely, you know. What are you guys planning? Are you guys planning to go? Who's going to space, dudes? Ladies, it's becoming really hot out there. It's becoming really, who's going to, oh man, I cannot wait for that to be another thing, dudes, ladies, you know, people going to space taking selfies, yes, Yes. More of that. And that'd be fun, dude. That'd be fun. Be fun. If I'm not mistaken, Bezos is letting Pete Davidson ride the rocket out into the edge of space, or just, I don't know what it is. You go out there, you high five the spaceys. That's pretty dope, not gonna lie. The experience of going to space is dope, not gonna lie. Or near space. I don't know what to me, I've always, aren't we in space already? Where are we? But that's just a classic, you know, that's another discussion for another time. But it's good to be out in space, you know. You don't want to be in space. You want to get out there, man. You want to do things. So that's good to, you know, especially I'm happy for Pete to get away from all this, whatever's happening with the, man, just take a little bit of you time for a second. Let everybody just, you know, and, cause it gets, yeah, I'll leave it at that. And, you know, eventually it will trickle down and become affordable for people. So that's like, eventually, like, these are great things. These are wonderful things, not to, you know, I think this will just, man, you're gonna see it in about, you know, who knows, 5 to 10, probably even earlier than that, probably earlier than 5 to 10 years. It'll be definitely one of those things where you've got, like, after a certain number of commas, you're definitely gonna go, let's go for a trip. What are you doing this weekend, girl? Let me take you out. Let me take you out of space, girl, is what you'll say. And there will be people out there doing, oh my God. And everybody's gonna get emotional. Everybody's gonna look back at the earth and this tiny marble, blue-ish, blue-greenish, with hints of white, clouds. And then you'll see little tiny rockets, or little rocks, just, but they look like rockets, and they're just whizzing by all the time. I'm thinking you'll get to see that maybe, right? I don't know. What do you get to see in space? Dude, bro, Pete, take a nice picture. Take a nice picture, if that's a thing, if that can be a thing. Right? Can we give him a really good camera? Can we get a really good camera on Pete so we can get some nice pictures? Just some nice pictures, dude. Don't come back with something grainy. Don't show me something just show me a nice picture of you within the ship and the earth, dude. But you won't be able to see anything because, fuck. How are we gonna, better pictures? Look, okay, we got the rockets. We need better pictures of outer space because I'm fascinated. I want to know more. I want to, you know, I'm probably, again, I wouldn't, even if I got a free ticket right now, I don't feel, you know, or maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe I would. If somebody were to offer me a free ticket, I don't know. Would I go to space? Who else is coming along with me, dude? If it's just, I need at least 2, 3 people that are important to you. Put them on there so that I know it's the good shit, dude. I don't want there going like, and oh man, it's always, you know, I'm not a frequent flyer, but I've flown before in my day, not too much, but a little teeny tiny bit of flying, and every time you get in there, at least I'm always just like, man, at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, or midday, whenever you're flying, it's a tin can, fuck, but it's floating. But we're also floating, so like, good on gravity, dude. Just keep everything balanced, doggy. Make sure, I don't know, dude, just make sure the weight limit is right. You all know what you're doing. Why am I giving you feedback on space stuff? Do your thing, work on your craft. But yeah, dude. Pete, get a good camera, take a nice photo yourself, and take as many photos as you can, dude. Take as many photos as you can, or videotape it. I don't know what you're gonna do. Dude, idea time. Baby's got ideas. We put Kanye and Pete and Kim in the one shuttle, one TV channel. one program, one family. Oh, yeah, get it all in there. Everybody kumbayas. You hash it out, hash it in, hashtag love, fix everything, come back. Pete and Kim and Pete, they get married. Kanye gets married to somebody. Or y'all get married together. Y'all do it, dude. Or I don't know. That's your personal biz. Do whatever you want to do. That's your personal biz, dude. That's your personal biz. But I'm just saying, dude. Ladies, oh man, Kanye and Pete and Kim in space. I think we need that, dude. If that happens, I think that'll eventually trickle. I think if we get those three, not necessarily those three, we just need but point is, man, we need someone to just be like, hey, Vlad, look, dude, we're all in space, doing the kumbaya. So you guys be the example. You are in there, hash it out in space. Maybe not the best example of hashing it out. Or maybe it could be an opportunity for everybody to, you know what? Zelensky and Vlad in the next shuttle going up together, dude. They fight in space. 2 men. 1 nation. 2 nations. 1 former nation that was bigger, and like many other nations were part of this nation, and other nations too, man. You don't want to like keep going back, dude, because that thing it all goes back to like it's all one, dude. It's all one. We're all one. That's what it is. So Zelensky, Vlad, that's the, oh my god, dude, space fighting Vlad and Zelensky, dude. Okay. Zelensky, he's the young blood. He's that young blood. You know? And he also used to be a comic, so part of me has to, I don't know, dude, I don't know. But like that's a tough one. Who's gonna take it? But Vlad will fight. He's from the old school like KGB dude. He will come out there like he'll play possum and then just like toss like dirt in your eye. You're like, oh my god, how could this old man do this? And then he'll be like, let me. And he's that grandpa muscle, dude. He's grandpa muscles. Grandpa muscles doing it. You know, grandpa strength. Not every grandpa has it, but the grandpas that do have it, that shit will surprise you. You know what I'm talking about, dude. Not all grandpas have grandpa power, but the grandpas that do have grandpa power, those ones are strong, sturdy, but also like at the same rate you are a grandpa, so your heart, as much as your body might be like, you know, tip top, or not even tip top, but like, you know, you got that leathery strength, dude. The heart, you don't have as much outputs left in you, so you might be able to go and even take Zelensky on in a one-on-one. Like I think maybe like after that, maybe like it'll take something out of you. This is all speculation. I don't know how the events go. I don't know what's going to be on the cards, dude. I don't know what's going to be on the cards, but point is, everything can be hashed out in space. And shit, we're already in space, dudes. Lady, like, we're already in space, I think. But we want to get into the outer space. So, key things to remember. Always smile when you're doing things, man. Always smile. Always smile. Always think of everything as, if you can, if you like, not living but somewhat alive, if that makes any sense. Even inanimate objects. Maybe. Who knows? Also, yeah, everybody just hash things out, dude. Let's everybody just kumbaya together, whether we want to kumbaya in space or there's plenty of space down here. Let's all rockets for everybody. Whatever amount of fuel we've got left in the earth, let's let's do this. However much amount of fuel we've got left, we could either ration it and be like, we've got X amount of fuel left, X amount of gasoline, petroleum, you know, black gold, liquid black gold, you know, we've got it. And we can either decide to spend it all, like, you know, rationally, but I say we suck it all up, fill up, make as many spaceships as possible, and have one day of everybody, or as many people as we can, fit into spaceships and just go off in a different direction, see what happens. I've not given this much thought, but once fully cooked, we might realize that, nay, that is not the best option. So, but I don't know, man, I'm just the idea guy. So, you know, don't shoot the messenger. Don't, unless we're playing like laser tag, dude. Or unless we're playing with like paintballing. I'm not a big fan, personally. I don't like to get hurt. I'm soft, dude. Fucking mushy all around. I'm past my age of getting roughed up. Baby likes to be nice and soft and comfortable. Don't hit me with paintballs. Pillows, yo, we'll get into a pillow fight any day. I'll meet you any day, anytime. Except mornings. Afternoons are not good, dude. Afternoons are prime daytime. Evening, we're heading into spring, so evenings are gonna be litty. Let's, you know, and I don't wanna go there. For me to have to, like, because if I get back into the pillow fighting mindset of a pillow fighter warrior, the way of the pillow, getting flashbacks. Okay, we're back. I want to send everybody out there love. Thank you for showing love to your boy. Again, you can find these beautiful videos, one of a kind, some say, on the lines, on the YouTubes, in full length. And if you happen to catch them on Instagrams, they will be in segments. They'll be in 10-minute portions, because that's how I like to serve them. Okay, that's how I can serve them at the time, but nonetheless, I like it. And I will put it into segments. I don't know why you do that, Instagram. Why can't I just upload the whole video all at once? And like, you can only do it once you go live, but I'm like, why though? This little, like, what are we arguing about? Let's hash it out. Let's go to space Instagram. You and I, in space, hashtag space. Hashtag hashing it out in space, dudes. Ladies, love you all, everybody. And I mean that. I mean that. Literally, I mean that everything that I say or do here is for the jokes. Love everybody. Send everybody positive vibes. Go out there, get it, whatever it is you're after. You know. I'm here every Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. We've said that. We're on the YouTubes, we're on the Instagrams. You want some of that, you want to just get in there with the business. You're the business type. You're like, man. Or that you're that lady. You're a lady business lady. You're a lady business lady. And guess what, lady? Opportunities are all around you. Go ahead and invest in yourself by investing in this program, show, podcast. Yeah, good, solid fucking podcast. That's what it is, and it's getting better and stronger each and every day. So go ahead and do that. You get on Patreon. You can, if you like, you can contribute as much as you like. That's open to everybody out there. Spread the word. Talk about it with your family and friends. I'm sick and tired of you getting there with your family and friends and talking about what is concerning you today. I gotta talk about the show instead of it always being about you, okay? Oh, I stubbed my toe. Dad's gotta go for a prostate exam. Mom's gotta put her, right between two things that just squeeze it and just check it. And it is squeezed. What's it called? The titty scan? You know what I'm talking about. The breast exam for the cancer. I hope nobody's got cancer. But check yourself. Also, instead of talking about that, you know, maybe you've already checked it. No lumps. Celebrate by spreading the word. Spread the lumps. No, don't spread the lumps. Spread the word instead. All right. Peace out, everybody.